Good morning, everyone. My name is Tracy Brownell. I am a Paparazzi Independent Consultant for 73770. And this video is going to be about basically my story. And my story is maybe going to be a little oversharing. I'm a very open person. I don't hold back things, and I feel like maybe my story could help someone else or touch someone else. So with that said, I started my journey in 2018. I really wanted to find something that I could do as a second job that would be my own. I had worked for many years with two jobs, going from the full-time job, day job, to an evening job, and it was exhausting. And it wasn't that I wasn't into the hard work. It was a matter of it was everybody else's time. And I always had to answer to someone else. And I was like, if I was gonna do something and have to make a second income, why not really try and start my own business, or start to do something that would be mine in the end. And I get to call the shots. I get to not only determine what I want to do, when I want to do it, and then I get all the profits. I'm not working for someone else. So I started doing some research about a lot of different companies, opportunities out there, and really I kept struggling because, first of all, I'm not a salesperson. I'm not a person who's pushy. I'm very much an introvert, and so I knew that if I was going to have to do something that involves sales of any kind, that it was going to have to be something that I would purchase myself. I find it impossible to sell something to somebody that I myself won't spend the money on or waste my time on. So when I was looking at a lot of things, I was like, a lot of the products were very expensive. It's like, if I wouldn't purchase that, if I don't have the extra income in my budget for that, how can I try and convince someone else to spend their money on it? And then I came across paparazzi jewelry, and I mean, what's there to say? It's gorgeous jewelry. There's a different kind of jewelry for every different type of person. We all, especially as women, we know that we go to work, we go out, we accessorize. It's something we do. And we all have like our classic jewelry, I'm sure. But then, it's nice to change it up and have something new and interesting and trendy. And that's what paparazzi jewelry is, and it's $5. It sells for $5. I would buy that easily. And I wouldn't just buy one. Okay, at $5, I'm looking at probably buying at least 4 items and such and such. So I really became interested, and I looked into all the rules, the procedures, all the things, and I was like, this is perfect for me. So I went and I purchased my kit, and I had every intention. I was doing a great job at first. I bought all the supplies. I had everything ready. I was going strong. I was making sales on Facebook Lives. And then my life took a little detour. I have an ex, what at the time was also an ex, who came back into my life. And unbeknownst to me, he came back into my life with a drug addiction. And that relationship just was brutal, toxic, traumatic, and on top of the drugs, even worse. And it pretty much consumed my life. It began to consume my life and consume my finances, so that I had no emotional or mental ability to go on Facebook Lives and do sales when I was stressing about where this person was and all that stuff. And I hadn't have the money because my money was going to this person to try and save them. So after a year, I became pretty much inactive. I was no longer a consultant, but it was still something in the back of my head. And then that person left my life, and I started to get back on my feet, very slowly. And I, thought about becoming a paparazzi consultant again, because I started out a journey and I never finished it and saw it through. And I'm very much a person who likes to see something through. So I signed back up in, last June, June 2021. And unfortunately, life tends to hand me curveballs, and I'm not trying to make excuses, but it is what it is. I had a lot of health issues going on, chronic pain, insomnia. I had a new relationship that I was still adjusting to, and a lot of the things from my previous relationship were creeping up. My emotional and traumatic experiences. I was dealing with depression and anxiety. I ended up being diagnosed with fibromyalgia. So basically, I had a lot going on, and that again consumed my life, and that's fine. But coming towards, I want to say February, March, April, I started really thinking about it. It's like, well, I don't want to lose this opportunity again. I have to make a purchase by the end of May. And it's going to have to be a big purchase because you have to have 200 PV on a rolling 12-month balance to stay a consultant. So I was going to have to make a purchase. I was going to have to decide, am I giving this up, or am I actually going to double down and actually work the business and stick it out no matter what? I've got my health under control. I've got my depression, anxiety under control. Relationships still a little iffy. But I was like, I wanted to do this for myself. I'm working on myself through my depression, anxiety. I'm doing a lot of self-help, therapy, mindfulness, healing those parts of myself that are broken, and being stronger as a person and continuing my journey. And so what I really wanted to do was continue with Paparazzi. So I just recently made another purchase, so I am good. I have been restocking up because I have new plans for the business. I really started to think about how I could do this and what was the best way. Facebook Lives weren't going to be the only way I could do it. So I have incredible plans that I'm going to share with everybody as we go on. But essentially, that's my story. And I guess my overall theme for my story is life can knock you down. Life can give you its twists and turns. You can be dealing with depression, anxiety, health issues, relationship issues. But we have to be true to ourselves. We have to fight for ourselves. And we need to stay strong and advance and follow through on our dreams. And that's what I'm doing. This is my dream. I want to see it through. I want to give it a very good shot, follow a plan, and see where I can do with it. If I don't go anywhere, then I don't go anywhere, but I gave it my all. I don't want to fail or not advance because I just didn't give it the work that it needed. So that's my story. I'm hopeful that maybe it inspires somebody, because honestly, I've had people inspire me, and that's where I've gotten through in life. And I really do think the paparazzi experience and being an independent consultant is an amazing opportunity, because you get to sell great products, you get to wear great products, and it's really affordable, and it's empowering for women and men. There are men in the groups, don't get me wrong, but especially for a woman, it's definitely an empowering company. And I like that. I value that, especially in today's day and age. So I hope you enjoyed hearing my story. I hope it inspires you to, even if you failed, even if you've not done everything right or given it your all, just regroup. Regroup, start over, do it. Give it everything you have. Bye.